I thought I would do something on hair care, and on my social media I actually asked if you guys would like to know anything in particular. So I'm gonna go over just a little bit of home care. This is not a video for hairdressers. This is more for just like the everyday person, really confused about what products to use, what shampoos and conditioners, is there any styling products and things like that. A few of the questions I went on my social media were, do you use supermarket shampoos and conditioners and things like that. So I'm just here to pretty much cover everything. One of the biggest things I had people say to me is they feel super, like, not so much embarrassed, but confused on like what to actually use on their hair. And when you come into a hairdresser and you sit down and the hairdresser starts talking to you, we ask you, what products are you using on your hair? And I find so many people either lie about what they're using because they feel embarrassed to say, yes, I'm actually using a supermarket shampoo and conditioner. Some people just purely don't actually know the difference between professional brands and non-professional brands. So yeah, I'm going to clear a couple of those things up. First of all, supermarket brands, professional brands. So professional brands are pretty much anything that you can buy in a salon. I've actually put a few different brands here. I'm filming at my workplace, which I teach at. I have a few different brands that we use here. I personally, through work of my own business, I use Di Lorenzo products, which are these little products here. I personally love Di Lorenzo products. I love all ones, but these will probably be my favorite. Professional brands. Like I said, anything that is in a hair salon, hair house, warehouse, they provide all different types of shampoos and conditioners that are all professional brands. Anything at the supermarket, yes, it is still a professional brand in a way, but it is a cheaper version. It also has a lot of bad chemicals and things like that in it. A shampoo is, to not put it in a term that is going to be confusing, shampoos from the supermarket is pretty much what you're washing your clothes with. So they're really high, like a soap content. It's pretty much going to do and wash your hair and do what it says, but it's going to strip everything out of your hair. So people that suffer from oily hair and hair that's dry on the ends, you're probably using something that is over cleansing your hair. So if you're ever at the supermarket one time, actually have a look at the ingredients at the back of the product, and it's actually, there's so many bad stuff in there. Using a professional brand shampoo, there's a lot more benefits of using it. It's actually going to do what it says. So for something like a deep clean shampoo, it's actually going to clarify the hair and really clean the hair shaft out, where the stuff from the supermarket is pretty much going to strip everything out of the hair, even the good stuff. You don't want to get rid of the good stuff. This is going to do what it says to do. So, you know, something like this one, it's a smoothing one. So it's going to help smooth and help control frizz. It's going to help in that area. The ingredients, amazing, 10 times better than what you would find in a supermarket. I feel like a lot of supermarket ones are really high in alcohol, which are going to dry your ends out. So girls, the ones that are suffering from oily scalp and dry ends, this could be one of the reasons, because you are over cleansing it with a shampoo that is not best for your hair. Try using, you know, a professional brand that is going to benefit your hair a little bit better. You also don't need to use as much with a professional brand. Stuff from the supermarket, I feel like you end up using so much of it and you go through it more. So at the end of the day, the price tag might be a little bit cheaper at the supermarket, but you're gonna go through it quicker because you need to use more of it because the product isn't as good as what a professional brand would be. Conditioner wise, from the supermarket, most supermarket shampoos are silicone based. Silicone that line a basin with or something, you know, tradie wise, I don't really know. That is what is in your shampoo. What it's actually doing is coating the hair. It doesn't actually penetrate the hair, so it's not gonna go into the hair. Professional brands will actually penetrate the hair and do the outside as well. The silicone will actually make a build up on the hair as well. So my lovely girls and guys that love coloring their hair, it's actually going to make it harder to get a better result when you are coloring your hair. So even if you are a dark color, you might find that your color ends up fading a lot quicker, or you know, the color didn't turn out exactly how you wanted it. It might have been a little bit lighter. It's because the silicone is making a barrier there that hair color cannot get in to the hair. The more you use these, the more of a buildup you are going to get. Using a really good conditioner is super important. Your professional brand is going to actually get into the actual hair, so get right into the hair shaft and penetrate inside and rebuild the hair out. So someone with extremely damaged hair, you need something that is more professional to really get in and secure it. Something from the supermarket, yes, it's going to make your hair feel nice and maybe look nice because the silicone is putting like an artificial look onto your hair. When we're talking about hair, we want it to get in and actually rebuild it from the inside out, not just making it look nice. It's just like putting makeup on your face and looking nice for a night. As soon as you take your makeup off, your skin needs love underneath as well. So really, that is pretty much the difference. You need to be using good hair products. Another reason why you need to be using good hair products, if you go to the hairdressers and spend hundreds of dollars on your hair, making it look amazing, going blonde, going brown, doing balayage, you name it, anything with color, you actually need to be using a good shampoo and conditioner because you've just spent all this money on your hair. You need to maintain it at home. So to get longer out of your colors, to get longer out of your blondes, you need to make sure that you are maintaining that hair at home, getting that hair in good condition. You are chemically changing it, so you need to make sure that you are using the right treatment for your hair. I'm gonna cover blondes first. Blondes. Nearly every single brand, and this is a Matrix one, this but is not sponsored by any brands, just to put it out there. Nearly every single brand has a bond product to use. What this does is help restructure the bonds back together in your hair. When you bleach your hair, you break the bonds, and that's why your hair feels quite dry and damaged on the ends. For home care, you need to make sure that you're putting your hair back together. Using protein shampoos and conditioners, bond ones, so like your Olaplex, I think. I use a Di Lorenzo one, which really helps, which I absolutely love on my hair. Any kind of bond system is going to be the best for you. So most of the time there's three. There's a shampoo, conditioner, and a treatment. Most of the time the treatment is put in 15 minutes before you shampoo and conditioner. Then you would rinse it out, shampoo, condition. Then there is also brands that you would use the treatment as the conditioner. Making sure when you purchase something like this, you ask the professional for help and you find out the correct way to use the product. If you do not use the product correctly, you're not going to get the same results. To better your hair, it is so important that you're going to use something different. And that's going to help rebond your hair and put it back together. Because especially bleach, being blonde, it is such a high chemically processed, it's the worst thing to do to your hair. When you're going to do the worst thing to do with your hair, you need the best products to put it back together. So Matrix has them, Olaplex, Di Lorenzo, you name it. So many bond things, protein, anything like that. I know Aveda products have Damage Remedy, which is amazing. Anything that's going to help put those little bondies back together. Colored hair. So this is just like your girls with all over brown, anything like that. Sometimes it can be still a little bit frizzled and damaged on the ends. So you still need to be able to do maybe like a protein treatment once a week, which, you know, could be absolutely anything. And I think there should be something here. This is a protein treatment. What will actually happen, many of these brands have them. You can probably go into any professional salon and go, hey, I need a protein treatment because my hair is quite damaged just from getting color done over and over again. So just once a week, that's all you need to do is use a treatment once a week. Then you also need to use a color shampoo and conditioner. So something that's gonna help make your color last longer. So something like that, vibrant colors, Matrix Keep Me Vivid. So your reds, your coppers, your really intense colors, these bad boys, they actually lock that color in and make it stay, which I freaking love. If you have a fashion color like a red or orange or a purple or anything like that, fashion colors tend to fade quite quick. So to make that color last longer, something like this would be amazing. I personally love this range for keeping the colors in and I tend to use it a lot. Love it. This range for my blondies is also really good for keeping toners in the hair. If you're anything like me, my hair is so porous because it's so blonde, my toners tend to wash out. So once the hairdresser has done a toner on my hair, it tends to fade within a couple of weeks because it just is so porous it can't hold on to that color. This bad boy will keep it in longer. Love that. It also puts a really nice shine on the hair. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Another basic kind of color shampoo and conditioner, which a lot of salons, if you walk in and just say, I need a color shampoo and conditioner, all basic, it's gonna help conserve. It's not too heavy on the hair either, something really basic. That's a Matrix one. Like I said, so many different brands. People with extremely frizzy, curly hair, what is the best for them to use? Any kind of smoothing product would be really, really good for your hair. Curly hair is naturally dry, so smoothing products and like a moisture product would be absolutely perfect for that type of hair. You can mix and match them. Like if you can get moisture treatments. So if you wanted to use like a smoothing shampoo and conditioner for more regular kind of use, and then maybe do like a moisture treatment once a week, that is perfect as well. Or if you're just a super plain Jane and like it's super really basic, what you can do is use a smoothing shampoo, and this is a conditioner. I couldn't find the shampoo. That range, a smoothing shampoo you could do, and then a more moisture conditioner, because the conditioner is going to add more moisture to the hair. Another question I had coming towards oily scalps and dry ends. There were so many people that actually said this question, so I really want to cover it up. What it is really determining why is it like that. And for hairdressers, you know, you guys really need to be asking the questions of what you do at home. Are you washing your hair every single day? What this can do, if you're washing your hair every single day, is you have sweat glands on your head, which produce oil. When you wash your hair every single day, you're over cleansing this, your scalp, which is going to pretty much freak out those glands. Those glands go, holy shit, I'm getting cleansed so much. There's nothing on my scalp. I need to produce more so it replaces what you're taking off, which then will actually make your scalp more oily because you're over cleansing it. You're ripping everything off the scalp and it needs love. It needs a little bit of oil on there. Maybe try not washing your hair every single day, using a dry shampoo, which is in an aerosol can. Nearly every single brand will have it. And same thing, use a professional brand. Do not use something from the supermarket or something that you found just anywhere. I really want you guys to focus on using professional brands so you don't have these issues as well. So, you know, if you're washing your hair every single day, maybe back off to doing it every second day and using a dry shampoo on your off day and applying that into the root area just to get you through. If it's still occurring your oily scalp after you've tried doing something like that, then you look at more you kind of prescriptive kind of shampoos and conditioners. So I do have one that Di Lorenzo does, and they do Trico range. This little green one is for oily hair. If it is actually a condition that you've tried everything, you've tried backing off, you're not over cleansing it and things like that, maybe start to use quite a strong cleansing shampoo. This Trico range is absolutely amazing from Di Lorenzo. Definitely try it. They have a shampoo, a conditioner, and then they also have a product to put in there as well as a treatment. This is more a prescriptive, medicated kind of range that you would go into, but really go and see your hairdresser, talk to them, tell them what you're doing at home, because that is gonna make a huge freaking difference. Get onto it straight away. Are you using professional brands? Are you using something from the supermarket that's probably not gonna be the best for your hair? Look at all those issues. With the oily roots and dry ends, this is something that I find a lot of people have. A lot of people say that my hair does grow, but it snaps off after a certain length and all those types of things. Like I said with the oily scalp, are you doing those things? Use something like this. Then for your ends, you're gonna need something that's hydrating, or is it dry or is it damaged? So if it's damaged, you're gonna need something that's got protein in it, something like your Bonds system or your protein system to do once a week. Really do work on that. But a really big thing I find is people apply conditioner to their roots as well, which is going to make your roots oily. So when you're conditioning or doing a treatment, unless it says apply to the roots, like something like your oily scalp and things like that, that's going to apply to the roots. But all in general, you should never apply conditioner to your roots. Your conditioner should be your mid-lengths to ends, and that is all. Comb it through, let it sit, read the back. A lot of products say leave to 3 to 5 minutes, mid-lengths and ends only. Always apply conditioner to the ends. So shampoo always at your roots, really wash your roots, rinse it through the ends. Do not scrub your ends like this. Don't do that. Wash your roots. Mid-lengths and ends, conditioner. Let it sit. Your oily roots and dry ends is really, what are you doing at home? Reassess it. And if you're really got to the stage where you're like, oh my God, I cannot handle this. I've tried those ways. I'm gonna go see my hairdresser now, and really talk to them, open them up. If you feel like your conversation with your hairdresser, you didn't get an answer, don't just buy products for the sake of it. Go to another one, or have a Google, internet, best freaking thing ever. Have a find of someone that specializes in that kind of stuff. As a hairdresser, I really want to connect with the client and figure out what their issues are so that you're going to have the best results at home. Try to figure out what the issue is. A lot of people have said to me, I get really overwhelmed when I go into a hairdresser. There's so many freaking products. There's so much to choose from. It's too much. Have a look what your hair needs. This is about having a look and, analyzing your own hair. Is it dandruff or is it a scalp condition? There is so many scalp conditions that you can get. So psoriasis is a really big one. And I get a lot of people go, oh my God, I got dandruff, where it could be you're just not washing your scalp properly and it's just a little bit flaky. Do an extra shampoo. So shampoo your hair twice and then condition. A really big one for psoriasis. It is a medical condition in a way. I suffer from psoriasis, eczema, you name it, my skin, I get it, and it's really, really annoying. So you have to use the best product on it. If it is extremely bad, please go to your GP. And if you have psoriasis, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what psoriasis is, Google it. I cannot be bothered explaining that whole thing. But extremely dry, flaky, irritated scalp, Trico range, Di Lorenzo, purple one. You need it in your life. It is pretty much a medicated shampoo, and it's going to help soothe your scalp, soothe your skin, absolutely everything like that. If you ever need help on that, feel free to message me, and I have more information about Trico ranges. My lights just went off. I'm back. Yeah, so medicated range. But if you are unsure, please see a GP first. Blonde's best toning shampoo and conditioner. To get that yellow out, I like a little bit of yellow in my hair, but some people just want that really crisp, ashy blonde. So to do that, maintenance at home. So when you walk out of a salon, you're like, oh my God, my hair is beautiful. It's ash. I love it so much. This comes back to maintaining it at home. So you've got your bond system that you should be using. You should be technically washing your hair 2 to 3 times a week, depending what you do. If you're working outside and you're in dirt all the time, you might need to wash your hair more. Really depends on your work, your environment, what you do. Do you go to the gym? Do you sweat a lot? Those types of things, depending on how much you wash your hair. If you're like me, who's a freaking mum, I wash my hair maybe like once a week. Which is probably really bad, and I tend to do everything in one, like blonde shampoo, treatment, absolutely everything. But mums, you're with me, we never have time to wash our hair anymore. And when we do, it's probably like a luxury. So blondes, you should be using your bond shampoo, your protein conditioner, any of that kind of stuff. Keeping it nice and cool, you want a shampoo or a conditioner that is going to be toning. So I'm not going to rack them all off. You just pretty much need a purple shampoo. If your hair is yellow, to counteract yellow, to get rid of the yellow, if you don't know what that means, you need to put a violet on. This is why we use a violet shampoo, or purple shampoo is if you want to call it, to do this. Purple shampoos are pretty much like a semi-color. It will rinse out the next time you use it, but it can be, I do find a lot of them can dry your hair out a little bit more. And this is why it's so important to alternate with a protein or a bond restructuring kind of shampoo and conditioner. My top 3, 11 shampoo. Now my other ones I do not have here, but the Di Lorenzo range, they have a purple shampoo and conditioner that I use on myself and I absolutely love. For those ones that really love like an intense, quick, super intense purple conditioner, I would probably go with the Natural Look Silver Screen conditioner. That is like, when I want it to work in the salon, that is what I go for, and it whips it in the ass. So for someone that doesn't want it quick, and if you do leave it on for too long, it can leave like a purpley lilac-y kind of tinge to it. If you want that look, leave it on longer. If you don't want that look, don't leave it on as long. How you use it is going to come into factor as well. Some people just wash their hair and rinse it out straight away. I would definitely leave it on there just that little bit longer, just so it gives a little bit more toning. Definitely use a protein shampoo and conditioner, or protein treatment or bond shampoo and conditioner or whatever with it, because I do find it does dry your hair out a little bit. So try to use a good brand. But they would be my top 3. Love them. Love them so much. Men. I'm going to go into men for a little bit. If you're a guy watching this, hello and welcome. If you have a husband, partner, brother, some kind of relative that you just think needs to look after their hair, I'm just going to give a really brief go over men. Men don't need 101 different products. They do not need it. But most men, all right, if you're going to color your hair, you go back to what I said about blondes and stuff like that. Same with if they're going to color their hair all one color. Same care comes into factor with that. But if you are a blokey bloke, a tradie, someone that uses gel or wax in their hair all the time, you just need a basic shampoo and conditioner. So something like your Deep Clean in the 11 range, or just any kind of deep cleansing shampoo, that is your best friend. Top it off with a conditioner. It could just be any kind of conditioner. It could be just like a frizz control one. It can be like a body shampoo and conditioner, something that's going to be not too heavy on the hair, something really basic. But for shampoo, that will be your best friend. If you have brothers that literally wash their hair like maybe once a week, if that, sometimes lucky to do it like once a month, they just run soap through it, get them onto this, buy a Christmas present, buy a birthday present, so they actually freaking just use it. Like, it's not that hard to look after your hair. Guys that absolutely love their hair, pretty much what I said about the girls is what you're actually going to be using. A lot of you guys just buy something from the supermarket. I ask a lot of my clients, what wax are you using on your hair? And they just say whatever I can find. So it is important to still use a good professional wax, because it's not going to leave build up on your hair. And that is the same with all products. You don't want to leave a build up on your hair. I find a lot of hairsprays leave build up, all of those types of things. So making sure you're using a professional wax or hairspray or something to style your hair with that's not going to leave a build up on your hair. And it is super important that you wash that out. Every time you put gel or wax in your hair, wash it out with your Deep Clean. It is going to help remove it all. Then you can put it in again in the morning. If you're going to have your hair full of gunk, wash it. Just wash it, wash it, wash it. Another little fun thing for guys, and I know Di Lorenzo has just brought this out and it smells really masculine. So you guys, girls that like your men to smell nice, Di Lorenzo shampoo soap bar. It is literally like a piece of soap. And I'll link a photo into this for you, so you know what you're looking for. It smells so yum. I love the smell of it. And it literally is a bar of soap that the boys can just rub on their hair and wash their hair with. So easy, so simple, will remove any dirt or any crap. It's gonna remove absolutely everything out of their hair. The basicer, the better for guys, I find. I think it is really important for guys to look after themselves as well. I personally love a guy that looks after their skin and hair. My partner's shaved all his hair off, but he still has his beard. So I actually buy him really good products because he does have sensitive skin, and everyone likes to feel special as well. And if it's just using a good shampoo and conditioner or good face product or just anything, it just makes you feel nice. So they need good products as well. Heat protectors. I don't have any with me right now, but it is super important to use a heat protector. So anytime that you are going to use the hairdryer on your hair, the straightener, if you're using the straightener a lot, any type of heat, curlers, hot rollers, you are applying heat to the hair, you are damaging the hair. You need to make sure that you spray in a heat protector. I use the De Lorenzo heat protector and I love it. That's all you need to do. Lightly put some in your hair just to protect it from the heat. Especially my girls that are, you know, straightening their hair every single day. You need to make sure that you're protecting the hair. Protect the hair from everything. You want it to be looking nice, you need to make it look nice. So heat protector spray, I'll link a picture here. De Lorenzo, love it, absolutely love it. I use it on all my clients before I blow wave their hair, and it is unreal. This isn't a product question, but I've had a lot of people ask me about thick hair. Do you think layers are good for hair, thick hair? Do you think I should thin it out? Should I not thin it out? Should I not have layers in my hair? This is definitely something that you need to talk with your hairdresser. Everyone is going to have a different opinion, but if the hair is quite thick, adding layers is going to take a lot of the bulk out of the hair. I would also use my texturizing scissors, thinning scissors, crocodile scissors, as some people call it, as the kids call it. They thin the hair out. If you have extremely curly hair, I'm not going to use the thinning scissors as much on you because it'll actually make your hair go more frizzy. So I think this is definitely a conversation that you need to have with your hairdresser of what they would recommend. If you have extremely long hair, I would definitely recommend putting layers in it because it would take the bulk out massively. Depending on the client, all hair is different. Everyone's head is different. Everyone's face shape is different. So it's definitely not something that I can recommend for everyone, but I know there is a lot of girls out there that could definitely benefit by having some layers in their hair just to take the weight out. If there is any more hairdressing questions you would like me to answer, this kind of dumbs it down a little bit for the everyday person. There is a lot more I can get into, and hairdressers, if you watch this, there's probably like more that you were like, you could have brought this up. But I think you just need the basics as a basic rundown. If any of those issues were any of your hair types, use what I said to use on them. Probably my last thing I would cover would be people with really flat, straight, limp hair. You're probably wanting to go with a shampoo and conditioner that gives you body volume. It's not as heavy. I do find that the Bond moisture and a protein kind of system is really heavy and quite weighing down on the hair. So you might need to change your shampoo up to like a body shampoo, which is a little bit lighter. Every brand has a body shampoo that's going to help give you volume. So look out for those ones. But yeah, it's pretty much just asking your hairdresser, or if you're not sure, my Instagram page, feel free to send me a DM, email me, whatever. So I'll link both of my Instagrams below if you would like to have a look. But yeah, if there is something that I didn't cover, feel free to DM me. Like, subscribe, hit your little bell for notifications, and yeah, leave a comment if there's anything else you would like me to cover. I will be dumping more hair stuff in here because there is a lot of stuff that I feel like people need to know. So yeah, like and subscribe, and that is it. Thank you. See y'all.